Hello everybody, and today was the day of the Bungie live stream showing us what the Reef is going to look like, showing us the vendors and the stuff that they have. They also showed us some new stuff in the tower and showed us exactly how we're going to be able to upgrade weapons and armor and what exactly we are going to be able to upgrade. So for anyone that did miss that stream, this is probably a good video to watch because I'm going to be breaking down all of the important things that we were shown so you can get a little recap as to what exactly the live stream was showing off. So the first thing that we were shown is Petra, who is a brand new vendor that is in the Reef. And it looks like Petra is going to be taking on a very similar role to Eris Morn because she has two different types of bounties. It looks like she has bounties for a story mode and then also just Queen's Wrath bounties in general. And these bounties are not the same as the Queen's Wrath that we saw before, way early when there was a Queen's Wrath event that went on. These are totally different. So we got to see some of the shaders, although Deej did not show us the shaders, although I really wanted it. But one of them is the old shader that you got from the Queen's Wrath event, and then the others are brand new. But one thing that we did get to see is the Queen's Wrath ship that you are allowed to buy when you get to rank 3 Queen's Wrath, and it is crazy looking. It doesn't even really fit on the screen. It's insane. This has to be the most insane ship that we've been able to actually own in the game so far. So I'm extremely excited to grind out those Queen's Wrath bounties and get this ship because it is amazing looking. The next vendor that we were shown is someone called Verax, and Verax is a fallen and he looks amazing. I'm probably a little bit biased because he's wearing my favorite color green, but he looks super cool and his story is really interesting as well. The story is that he is the last remaining fallen from the House of Judgment. So we're gonna be able to do things in the Prison of Elders, and he's gonna be our dude that we can go and talk to in regards to the Prison of Elders. So he sells weapons, he sells some armor, which his inventory does change as the week goes by. Like every week you'll have a different thing. He also sells ammos, like special ammo, heavy ammo, and he also sells ships and shaders. So you can go ahead and match your ship with your shader and look like your favorite fallen, because fallen look awesome. The next vendor that we were shown was the Disciple of Osiris, who is of course our go-to guy for the Trials of Osiris. And may I just say, even though we cannot see his eyes, he is my new video game crush. He looks like he looks good. And he's part of the Osiris thing. I'm going to be all about Trials of Osiris. I'm just going to talk to him and no one else. So what he sells is he actually sells these things called passages, and they're like buffs. If you think about the Iron Banner buff, there's one that when you get one win in the Trials of Osiris, it counts as 2. There's another one where if you lose, it actually doesn't count. So it gives you like a free get out of jail card type deal. So there's a bunch of different passages that you can get that are going to assist you in staying in the Trials of Osiris and hopefully working towards that awesome armor and those awesome weapons. And it also looks like you can buy packages like Crucible packages and stuff like that with things that you get from the Trials of Osiris. So I'm really excited to see more detail about this next week because I'm a PvPer. I'm all about the PvPs, and I definitely want to know all the details about that. If you guys are interested in checking out the stream next week, it is next Wednesday, so I will keep you guys updated on when that's going to be happening. But yeah, Trials of Osiris is next week. I'm a PvPer. I'm sure you guys are PvPers too, so we all want to know more details about that. Next on up on our tour, we are heading over to our familiar tower to see what is different there. So of course we have brand new weapons from the Crucible Quartermaster and the Vanguard Quartermaster with the DLC. By the way, there is a Crucible Quartermaster in the Reef. He's just purple. He's a purple robot, but you can get all of this stuff from either the Reef or the tower. And by the way, also, if you do not buy the DLC, you will still have access to the Reef. So that's really cool. I think it's cool that if you don't get the DLC, you're still going to be able to participate in things that are coming out with the DLC. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is this shotgun called Hard Luck Charm. Now, I found this really interesting because not only are we getting new weapons with the House of Wolves, but we're getting new perks. We can see that one of the perks on the shotgun is kills with this weapon grant a brief Reef boost to the sprint speed. So the top speed that you can sprint at, it's gonna increase that to be even higher. And then we have another new stat on the shotgun, which is melee kills while this weapon is equipped have a chance to refill the magazine. So that's really interesting. I really like these stats, first of all, but that's just really interesting. We're getting like complete new stats on our weapons. So that's gonna change everything. It's gonna change what we thought was good on weapons, what we thought was bad. I'm really excited. Another new weapon that we're gonna take a look at is Wolf Slayer's Claw, which just looks super cool. And I don't actually know the perks on this one. I know what some of them are, but I don't know what that last one is. I didn't catch that, which is a shame. But I wanted to show you guys this because as you can see, the layout of it is different. It's different. It starts at 365 attack, which is the new attack that you're going to be getting when you upgrade your weapons or get new weapons in the House of Wolves. So you don't actually need to upgrade your damage. It's just automatically at 365, which is really, really interesting. You just have to unlock the perks. So it might actually be a little quicker to unlock, or maybe they adjusted the time so that it takes the same amount of time to get those perks. But I thought that changing the layout and the way that that works was also really interesting. It just changes things up a little bit for us who have been playing for a while now. Now I'm just going to show you guys a little quick look at some of the new armor that you're going to be able to purchase from the vendors in the tower before we get on to how we upgrade stuff and some little secrets that we found out today, which is super awesome. We only did get to see Deeja's point of view, so we only got to see the Warlock armor, but I think it looks really, really good. I think it looks good. The Crucible armor is so colorful. It's so colorful. It just naturally has like a red pattern on it, so no matter what shader you use, you're also gonna have this red pattern. But I think it looks really good. The Vanguard one is like a yellowy beigey color, which I think looks really good. I'm really liking the design of these new armor sets that we're gonna be able to get from vendors. Now on to some super exciting stuff. We were shown that we can upgrade basically everything. We were shown by Deej, he was upgrading a Shadow Price, which was one of the Vanguard weapons when the game first came out. So you can actually upgrade this with a new material called Etheric Light. I was not correct about that. I was correct about using exotic shards to upgrade exotic weapons though. Yay me. But you have to get this material called Etheric Light to upgrade your old weapons, your old armor, which includes raid armor, and it also includes non-raid weapons, etc. And the way that you get this material is you're going to be able to get it in Iron Banner, which is really cool. You get it in the Prison of Elders, and you can also get it from the Trials of Osiris. So you have multiple different ways to get this Etheric Light, and this also means that if you do not own the DLC, you will be able to get this material to upgrade your stuff because it drops in Iron Banner. Anyone can do Iron Banner. So it's going to take you a little bit longer to upgrade your stuff if you don't get the DLC, but you are going to be able to have the new damage type and new defense type without buying the DLC. And something that I think a lot of you are going to be excited about is that you're going to be able to upgrade your Mythic Lass to 365 attack. So I know a lot of you were asking about that and were worried about that. You're going to be able to have your max damage Mythic Lass. Prepare for Iron Banner to be super lame. Now moving on from older weapons to a new mechanic that you're going to be able to do with new weapons, the Gunsmith is offering us the ability to reforge weapons. So this is the shotgun that Deej purchased on stream from the Crucible Quartermaster, and you're going to be able to reforge it so you can have new stats. It costs 1 mote, 3 weapon parts, and 250 glimmers. So you can sit there just like you did with Iron Banner and waste all your motes to try and get the perfect perks. But at least this one costs 1 mote. That's a lot better than 2. And saving something extremely special for the end of this video, the material exchange. The speaker is now going to offer us the ability to exchange our materials for other materials. So all those shards that you guys have that you've had no use for the longest time, you can now get motes with your shards, you can get glimmer with your shards, you can get ascendant energy with your shards. So you're going to be able to trade back and forth and get the things that you need with the materials that you no longer need. So this was huge. There's so many people, so many of us running around with so many materials that we just cannot use anymore because there's different ways to upgrade things. Obviously you need radiant energy and radiant shards. You don't need ascendant shards. You just don't need them. So this is now going to offer us a way to make those ascendant shards be useful. Yay! Finally, it was about time. We really needed something like this. So that is pretty much it, guys. That's the best recap that I could do. I'm sorry that it's really long. If you missed the stream, hopefully this did give you enough information that you can be excited about. I'm personally really excited for new shaders. Like, the shaders look awesome. I'm sorry, I'm all about the cosmetics. I'm excited for new capes because I love capes, and everything just looks really beautiful in this DLC. It looks very different to things that we've had before. And the new perks on weapons, ugh, my mind is just blown. I can't do this anymore. So let me know in the comment section what you think about all this stuff that we were shown on stream, and I'll speak to you awesome guys later. I'm gonna go play some Inferno Control because that's all I can do to contain my excitement. Okay guys, bye.